Hi everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today is another longer video, and this time I was doing kind of a retreat type style. This is actually inspired by a place that is in my country, which is named RASTOKE. And I actually never been there physically, but I saw you can see it when you're driving, you can see that place down the hill. It is really beautiful. It has a lot of waterfalls, which I wasn't able to do. Personally, I don't really like this one that I've done, but it was my first time doing it, so hopefully you don't mind. And this is on 64 by 64 lot. It took me, I would say, not a week, just because I started building it last week, and then I went home over the weekend, so I couldn't, finish it. And I thought I would finish it by Wednesday, I would say, but I didn't. And I finished it last night, but I decided I didn't want to do the video just because I needed to done a voiceover and that would take longer and everything, so I just went to bed. And since this video is really long, I am so glad that I didn't do it then. So I am doing it now. I probably will post it later, but to be honest, I had a lot of problems with this. So I wasn't able to do like a land over that lake, and it says that I couldn't, make it with the smallest walls, and I had to do it with the medium ones, which I don't get why, but okay. I can't right now remember what problems I also had. I will probably see them when I get to some other parts, but what I wanted to talk about is that I've cut a lot of the footage out just because the video would have been longer than 40 minutes, I think. So yeah, that's not in anyone's interest. And also I didn't want it to make it like into two parts or something, just because I used to do that, and to be honest, I don't really prefer it, just because you see one part of the build and then you have to wait until the next day or whatever somebody is posting it. So that's okay if you're doing like let's build or something like that, but I really don't prefer it when it comes to a speed build. So yeah, that's why I decided to keep all the things in the video. And this first thing you are seeing, this is actually, I would say, the main house in this build. This is a cafe slash restaurant, and I imagine that people use it mainly when they come visit, because they don't necessarily need to stay in the resort. They can only come to visit and see what the waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. And this, I've put this lot that is not residential but like a park. It works fine. Like, there are a lot of people coming in, and I've tried to not take a screenshot of people who were there, because a lot of them were naked, and that often happens in my game. I don't know why people just have no clothes on them. So yeah. And also, if you haven't noticed, I finally got my mic, and I'm so happy about it, because I've been struggling with this previous mic for a bit now, just because it wasn't like a regular mic. It was from the headset, and those headphones are like broken, so the mic sounds broken, and it was a real struggle. But this mic is really like awesome. um it wasn't that expensive, so I am really happy with the quality of it. I don't exactly know what is the name of that mic, but I am like really happy about it. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But anyways, so let's talk about the build. So this first house, as I said, it is a cafe slash restaurant. And here, as you can see, I kind of went with, okay, so for the whole theme, I went with a lot of brown colors that don't particularly match, but I really like how it looks in the evening, especially because the browns are coming out, and it you could have seen it from the beginning of the video, that small footage montage, however you say it. It's really, to me, it's really beautiful, and I wish that I've taken screenshots in that time, but for some reason I just didn't want to. So yeah, anyways, this I'm going to talk about every house that I was decorating. I didn't record. I mean, I did record, but I've cut a lot of the houses that I was making, just because, as I said before, the video would have been so much longer. So basically whatever I've cut from the footage, I've put it in the screenshots. So don't worry, you'll see everything if you stick to the end, of course. Hopefully you do. And yeah, so this first house is, as I said, a cafe slash restaurant, and it has 2 stories, and on the second floor is kind of also like a resting place. I think there isn't like a TV in any of those houses, maybe in one, maybe. But yeah, I've kind of imagined that this is more of a peaceful and place where you want to go, to rest your soul. And all that kind of stuff, so you don't get distracted with that. And of course, if you choose to have phone, you can't be distracted, but that's just what I imagined for it. And I don't think I've caught anything from this house. Maybe the bathrooms. Yeah. So, okay. One of the problems I had were the bathrooms. And in every of these houses, there are a lot of like weird bathrooms. So I didn't take a screenshot of all of them. I just took a screenshot of one bathroom that was in a house that comes after this one. And that was the most prettiest bathroom I've done in this build, so I just kept with that. And here, as you can see, I'm doing that kind of relax by the fireplace place. And also, I've used a lot of outdoor retreat in this build, and also cats and dogs, I think, and maybe seasons probably. So yeah, I couldn't done the build without them. Whenever I'm doing something like that, I always want to use a lot of outdoor retreat, because I don't know why, but I really like that pack. Probably because I really like, I've never went camping, but I would really love to. So that's the reason why I love that pack so much, just because I really love the outdoors. I really love the activities you can do and all that kind of stuff. Even though I don't really play Sims that much, I usually just build. Before I was playing it, and I would play it maybe for 2 days and three. Because the first day I would like probably spend 6 or 7 hours only on making a sim and their house. So I would really get tired from that, and then I would get into the gameplay, and I don't know, I've never finished my household like ever. I don't think I've maybe with one household I've made it with that the first parents were elders, and yeah, I don't think I've come further than that. I don't think I had Sims dying or something, or from the old age or something like that. I don't think I've ever had that, just because I don't play my households. And a few people asked me to do maybe let's plays, and I'm really considering that, but I just really want to find more time for that. I basically can't find time to build properly, so and I've also said that I would do one let's play that is revolving around The Sims, which I still haven't started, and I should probably get to that. But anyways, this is that house that I was talking about. So this is a really, really small house, so I kind of imagined that this is maybe for only one family who can rent it, so they have like this whole house for themselves, even though it's not a big one, but I think it looks pretty cute and cozy. And this is the bathroom that I was talking about. There's a lot of white but also brown colors that I included, and I think it's just like the cutest bathroom ever. And I continued with the theme of this bathroom through the next house, I think. And the next house build is I think the resort where guests can stay, and there are 4 bedrooms there, but here is only one well, 2 bedrooms actually. So this is the kind of main one, and then this is like this really, really tiny bedroom that maybe they're a family of 4 or something. So, if they have kids, they can stay here. And one thing I didn't consider is toddlers. Of course, when you play it, you can always delete something that you don't like, so that you can put like a toddler bed or something. I was considering putting it, but then I just I didn't want to, because I didn't want to put a toddler bed in one room, and in this like house I don't put a toddler room. So it is on you. If you play with toddlers and you come here, you can just delete a bed and put a toddler bed if you want to. And here is the next build house that I was talking about. This is like a reception room kinda, and I think it looks really, really cute. It's really small. I used a lot of blue and brown colors, of course, again. And yeah, I just really like it. I had some problems with the floor plan here, and you'll see the next room I've done. It has a really strange floor plan, and this little hallway, I knew that I wanted to have a hallway, but I didn't consider it would be such a small one. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that it has like 2 bathrooms downstairs, and there is 1 bathroom upstairs, and here are 2 bedrooms. And the next bedroom is, as I said, it has a really weird floor plan, but that's just because I wanted the bathrooms to not have a weird floor plan. Oh, sorry. So you'll see that in a second. Or or maybe you won't. I think I didn't include, or I didn't film the bathrooms from this house, just because they are the same bathrooms that I've done from the previous house, so I didn't want to include that. And yeah, as you can see, there are 3 beds, and one is like a big bed, and the other 2 are for children, maybe. But I think this is a really cozy room because, you know, when you come to a vacation, you want to have, well, you mainly want to have a room with, if you bring your kids, you mainly want to have like a room with them. So that's what I imagine, at least. And I think I've caught the footage of next bedroom from the downstairs. So you're seeing 2 bedrooms from the upstairs that I've filmed, and it was a lot easier to include those just because the footage was not that long, because I was doing 2 bedrooms you know, in one. I wasn't doing 1 bedroom and then I went on to another. I just included them both at the same time. And yeah, I think those bedrooms are really cute. So I wanted to keep this beige color of the wall, but it kind of looked really boring. So I took the same wall, just in another color, and they both have balconies. So I think I've put main, just like table out there. I don't think there is, maybe chess table. I don't really remember. I'm sorry. But anyways, this next house build is a museum. And I don't know how I got into this idea, but I just wanted to make like a museum for this resort, just so that people have somewhere to go, you know, visit something else beside waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. And I was really struggling with what I wanted to put in that museum, just because I've never done one, and I didn't find much objects to put in a museum, and I didn't want it to be empty. So I've taken a lot of just random stuff and I put it in the build. So that's what mainly you'll see. And I don't know what else is in this build. You have, of course, a bathroom if your sim needs to go to the bathroom, so that he doesn't have to walk all the way to other houses. Also, how is it? I think, anyways, you'll probably see it in the screenshots, but I've put that, how is it called? Wedding place in front of the waterfalls. And I think I thought of that, and that was so cute. Like, maybe your sims can get married here, which is ideal place, I would say. And maybe, not maybe, when they get married here, they would have like a really beautiful picture beside waterfalls. And I just thought that was really cute, so I included that, even though the thing that I was putting for wedding, I don't know how it's called, I'm sorry, it didn't have matching colors to any of the brown or wood or whatever colors. So it was really frustrating, but I settled to that one. I know you don't know what I'm talking about right now, but you'll see it in the screenshots. And this one, I am really happy with this house that I was doing, because I imagined that this is kind of like a camping house. So the kids don't have to be here on vacation. They can also go camping here. And so this is like a little house for them. They also have like a kitchen that leads to the that is in front of the house. You'll probably see it later, but or maybe not, I don't know. But anyways, they have everything they need in here. And actually in this house I made the weirdest bathrooms I've ever done. um Making floor plan for them was so hard. I've struggled a lot, and I don't include doing them, or I didn't even take a screenshot of them, just because it is a really weird floor plan. But it doesn't matter, because it probably works. And here is that little kitchen that I was talking about. So your Sims can, take like food and go outside to eat. And they can also take it can also be done for kids that are camping. So I thought that was really cute. And then here is the upstairs. I kind of imagined that here is where they have a lot of skill items, and here is where they can learn and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, I've put the board and chess table and gaming table and guitars and don't wake the llama table, I think. And I've also imagined that this camping group is based on making herbs. So here is the balcony that leads to their like little I wouldn't say garden, because it's not a garden, it's a balcony. But they can grow herbs there, plants or whatever you call them. And I also made this cute kind of, I don't know how it's called, but you can see the tree through the windows. And I just thought that was really cute. And the bedrooms, it has 5 beds, and it's not separated. They all share it, but since they are kids, I think that's okay. And I don't think in real life that probably would not be happening. They would separate boys and girls, but it's The Sims, so it doesn't really matter. So I included all the bedrooms here, and they have like their little gaming table, and they also have a balcony outside. And let me tell you, the view from that balcony is so pretty. As you can see, maybe as you saw, there is a little boat outside that was in that kind of lake. Which I imagine that maybe they go there and play, even though I don't think it's really functional. But I just wanted to include that in. And also when I was taking when I went to take screenshots, there were fishes floating on, well, not in the water. And I was like, what? And then I realized that it's probably because I lowered the water down, so it's kind of a bug in The Sims. So it's yeah. Anyways, here is that last, I think, house that I was doing. It is really small one, and I kind of wanted to leave this kitchen open. And I imagine that this is kind of like more of pets hangout place. And the downstairs has like toys for cats, and then the upstairs have toys for dogs and all that kind of stuff. But it was really small, and I didn't want it to make another restaurant or anything like that. So I just included kind of like pets pet's house. And yeah, I think that looked really really cute. So there is a lot of things included in here. Maybe there are things that you wanted to see also, so you can always delete anything you don't want to have in the game and add whatever you want to add. So I don't think that's ever been like a real problem. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just finishing the area with some decorations. It is kind of weird to have, I would say, tables for you know, drinking and dining or anything like that upstairs. But in my country there are a lot of cafes and restaurants that have like 2 stories, and so the waiters have to go upstairs and downstairs, and you know, always in the progress of delivering. So that's what I included in this. But anyways, we are getting to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This voiceover is maybe a mess, so I'm sorry for that, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. Hopefully I will do another big build soon. Probably the next one will be not big. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and here will come the screenshots. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.